everybody, I'm Brittany. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be painting stuff. Um, I was originally going to title this like steampunkifying stuff, but I didn't feel like that actually like fully applied because I do want to make this look old-timey and stuff. These are a few things that I've thrifted. I got these two at a thrift store a couple years ago. These are things that I've found around the house that nobody else wants. I actually have been using this to put all of my hand sewing stuff. So anytime I'm like, say, traveling and I need to bring my hand sewing stuff, so I put my thimble, any extra needles, the thread if it fits in there, the wax, all that stuff I put in there. That's usually what I use it for. And this really does come in handy whenever I'm working with patterns. And I thought this is so cute and small, and it would be perfect to add to the chatelaine that I made, I think last summer. But I want to paint it and make it look cool. It literally functions like a normal tape measure. But I'm just going to paint it. I bought some bronze fabric. Can you tell I'm in one mindset? Okay. Some bronze paint that I'm going to use for these two. I got some dark espresso brown for this because I kind of want to make this look like an old-timey trunk. I'm even going to use, if there's enough left of these golds, I probably should have picked up some gold when I got these, but I was like, oh, we have it at home. And then I got home and I realized how low they are. Always check before you go, right? For some lettering, I'm just gonna put a random name on here to make it look like an old steamer trunk kind of a thing. Maybe some detailing. I haven't fully decided on the embellishments yet. I'm kind of just gonna feel it as I go and just build and build until I've decided it's done. I have this black paint that I am going to do for this phone that I got. I just thought it looked so cool. Like, it's old-timey. It's actually a functioning phone. I do have a cord to like plug it into, sorry, just texted somebody. It is actually a functioning phone that I have a cord that I could plug it into the wall and use as a landline if I ever wanted to. And I love how it looks. This is a bit loose. I'm gonna need to find a screwdriver to fix that. But I just feel like this color doesn't look all that great. So I'm gonna be painting it black. It is matte acrylic, so I'm not entirely sure how that will look on the plastic. So my plan for this is to test it out in the back and decide whether or not I like it or not, which I don't know, might be a bad idea. I do have this gloss Mod Podge, which is it is water-based glue, but it can also be used as a sealer and finish coat, which is what I will use to seal probably this one. I don't know, I might need it on these, but I'm not totally sure. I'm gonna wait until the end to see how it looks to decide whether or not it needs it. And I don't think it'll need it for this, but again, playing it by ear. Okay, the first coat is done on that one. And I think these ones are just about dry enough I could probably paint them. And I think this one is almost dry, but I need to wash the paintbrush. Okay, this is how it's looking. I didn't get all of it because I was having a hard time angling it. I also put a little too much right there, so that's not drying, so I'll probably have to move it, but that might cause some issues. All right. The biggest problem I'm running into is, I think because of the humidity, they're not fully drying. They're feeling very tacky. And also, I'm having that issue where I'm like, do I paint it with it closed? Do I paint it with it open? I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. But so far, I think the bronze is working really well. When I add like the gold detailing, this is gonna look awesome. All right, I put these out here because it's hotter out here. Although with the humidity, I'm not sure if that will do anything. I would say so far this one is drying better than I expected because I poured way too much on it because I didn't want to put it on the plate. Let's see how this one's doing. Okay. It seems to be drying faster out here than it was inside. So yeah, it's not very centered, so I might paint over it with brown and then redo it. And my sister pointed out that we have one of these paint pens, so I think I might do it because then I can make it neater. Which is so annoying. hopefully you can hear me. My mic is acting up. So I closed the door, even though it's really hot and I need the air conditioning. So I finally finished. I would say one of the biggest struggles I was not expecting was for the paint to dry because the humidity was very high. So it took my projects longer to dry. So what I expected to take one weekend took about a week, simply because on the weekend I could check it regularly. Over the week I had work to do, so I did it after. Iced coffee, I need to refill. That's low. Okay. So I did finish the phone, as you saw in the before and after. I wasn't sure what to do with the cord. I just didn't think that paint would take very well, and because it moves around a lot, like it would fall off or something. I don't know. I didn't. So I think I'll have my eye out for like a cool looking cord for it. So I'm not 100% happy with that. The open and close sign, I think turned out really well. The box, it's actually up there because I use it for makeup right now. All of these are actually for a project I'm hoping to do coming up. So all of this was in mind of something. And I don't know, while I was doing the reveal for the box that I'm currently using for makeup, I noticed that in some places it's a little patchy and the painting is not, I'm convincing myself it looks weathered, and I'm cool with that, mainly because I just want to be done. Like, just being real. Okay. I think it will work for what I need it to work for. I just wanted it to kind of look cool. I think the phone definitely looks a lot cooler painted black. The cord, again, I don't know. Also, I don't know if you saw, but because it took so long in between coats, I ended up digging through and finding old, because I used to do jewelry a lot more, but I've stopped. I think the closest was the chatelaine that I made last year, and then I found this and I was like, this old pendant I bought like 10 years ago. I can't even remember when I bought this, where it has these holes, and I was like, if I had found that last summer. So I made this one, and I actually made another one too, because I wanted it to look steampunk. So I did some jewelry making. I have the tape measure that I painted as well. Ring of keys, my handed dandy notebook. I did 2 of them. This one doesn't have a notebook in it right now. This one does. So I have plenty of chatelaines. Again, there is a reason I need as many. A project I'm hoping to finish or do. May or may not be a film project. If I can find enough actors. And I want to get better at filmmaking. It's something I've always enjoyed doing. The villains films that we've done, they were fun to do, but I just feel like I could have done better filmmaking. And so I'm going to be taking some filmmaking courses, trying to get better equipment. Yeah, so that's all the stuff that I painted. I don't know what I'm going to do with this open close sign in the meantime before the project, but that's a problem for future me. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed yet, think about subscribing and hitting the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye!